have Hello, welcome to ThirdBrain weekly webinar. We are logged in one MiraTrader platform with broker FXCM. We use this practice account during our webinars every Friday. We will talk a little bit more today about our expert advisors and which is the best way to choose the strategies that will suit your goals. We all know that we have hundreds of expert advisors available in MiraTrader platform, and even though big part of them are quite profitable and successful, sometimes and somehow we cannot choose the best strategies with the best performance at the right time. We have different type of strategies: long-term, short to mid-term strategies, stable strategies that have small or zero drawdown with reasonable amount of pips and dollars gained, some others that can gain a lot of pips in short period of time but are not very stable. We also have strategies that gain very small amount of pips per trade, but on the other hand they have very high, close to 100% winning rate, which could be considered as a very good factor as well. So we will have a look at the custom filter and see the results with our expert advisors. We will start with some of the long-term strategies, very popular, like Jupiter, ThirdBrain FX. When you're looking for some long-term strategies, it's always good to have a look at the history for at least 6 months. So I will click 6 months and then find. Of course, the most popular strategies, ThirdBrain strategies, have 3 years history already, but it's no good actually looking at the history from 2011 because the market is changing all the time, and the best thing is when we know that one strategy is stable in long term. For example, we know that the strategy have been very profitable the last 2-3 years. The best thing is to have a look at the performance in the past 6 months and maybe in the last 30 days in order to know what is the performance of particular expert advisor at the moment, what is the recent performance. Let's have a look now. What is the situation for the last 6 months? We have the strategies sorted by T-score, but as I always say, the T-score is not 100% guarantee that the strategy will be with great performance at one particular period of time. And this one is an example. 9.40 T-score, but the performance is not so perfect. So we will click on Tab Pips in order to sort the results by pips gained. And we see some of the strategies, most popular strategies like Jupiter, Fulusho, On the River, ThirdBrain FX. For example, we are looking for long-term strategies at the moment. This is one of the options, and actually one part of our clients and the traders looking for long-term strategies. And these are strategies that can suit your goals best. We're looking at the max DD, which is not so high, and it's good. It's always better to have lower max DD than have a high max DD, like in this case here with Premium Signal, and in this case with Fulusho. We check the history for the last 6 months. You will see at first the results for the past 30 days, but you will change it to 6 months. And we can clearly see that the strategy curve is rising almost all the time. We need to check the statistics. The average amount of pips trade is more than satisfying. The percentages winning trades are nearly 90, which is also very good. The ratio profits to losses is 7, which can be considered as quite high because everything above 1 is counted as good profit factor. So this is one strategy that can be used in long term, very stable performance, small max DD. Let's have a look at the performance in the past 60 days, let's say. Again, 647 pips, the max DD is 0, which means that the percentage of winning trades should be 100. I believe there is a wrong display in this strategy card, because when we don't have any losses, it's understandable to have 100% winning rates. So we can definitely have a strategy like this one in our portfolio, in our long-term portfolio, because of the good performance, stable performance in the past 6 months, and the good results, the good latest results in the last 14, 30 or 60 days. I'm checking the results for the past 60 days with Jupiter, because most of our followers know that Jupiter is a long-term strategy that does not open positions very often. This is why I'm looking for the result for the past 60 days. Let's have a look at On the River, another strategy with good performance in the past 6 months. Let's have a look. The picture is pretty much the same. The strategy curve is rising. Let's have a look at the statistics. Total pips gained over 4,000, and the max DD is 794. The ratio profits to losses is also good, 2.47. Percentages win as well. Let's have a look at the performance in the last. We can see that in the last 14 days, this strategy didn't have very good performance. Last 7 days, no results. At the moment, we have 3 positive running positions, which could be a promise that the strategy is coming out of this short drawdown period during last week. So the overall performance is very good. This week, hopefully, we will have good results and the strategy will come out of this short negative period. So we can definitely keep an eye on this strategy, and when we see that the strategy definitely going back to its positive direction, we can add it to our portfolio. This is why I was telling you at the beginning that when we're looking at some long-term strategies, it's not enough to look at the results for the last 6 months or 12 months. It's good to have the idea of the present performance also. Of course, we cannot add a strategy to our portfolio, even if it's very stable. We cannot add it to our portfolio if it has negative results in the past 7 or 14 days. But we can always add it to our watch list. Here it is, our watch list. We already have some strategies added to the list during our past webinars, but we'll definitely add On the River now, because it's worth having this strategy in our portfolio. We will just consider the performance in the next few days, and if we see that the strategy is recovering, we can definitely use it. It is already in our watch list, so the next time we enter the platform, we don't need to go to the custom filter and select time frame, browse different currency pairs, or sort the results by pips or by maxDD. We can go directly to the watch filter and have a look at the performance. Another good strategy for ThirdBrain FX AUD/USD is we can see the maxDD is not so high considering the 6 months period, around 110 pips loss per month, which is nothing, and we have 4,000 pips gain. So this strategy is also good to be reviewed and maybe to add it to our portfolio, or you to add it to your portfolio. Another thing which is good to check when you're looking for some long-term strategies, especially if you don't want to keep an eye on the platform and if you want to set up a portfolio with 3 to 5 strategies and then to leave this portfolio for 6 or for 12 months running, then I would advise you to select the maxDD to be from 0 to maximum minus 100 pips. If you want to have a portfolio which is not changed for such a long period of time, it's always good to choose strategies with low maximum drawdown, like Jupiter, like On the River, another Jupiter with USD Canadian, Global Brain FX AUD/USD is also a good option. As you can see, the amount of pips is not so impressive, at least not as impressive as we are used to see the results with Premium Signal, Morning Bull, Fulushu USD TRY. But on the other hand, the performance is very stable with minimum losses, so it's definitely good to be in a long-term portfolio. Of course, there are a lot more options. I'm just giving you an idea with the first 2 or 3 expert advisors we see in the custom filter. There are good options as well in the first 20, 30, 50 results. We have 100 results and you can browse all of them, spend a little bit of your time checking the results and the performance in the last 6 and of course the last 30 days, and to set up one good, stable, long-term portfolio. Of course, we have powerful strategies like Premium Signal, Morning Bull, Evening Bear, Fulushu, especially with USD TRY currency pair, that have been gaining a lot of pips. But some of you, especially the experienced traders, know that these strategies can gain a lot of pips in one certain period of time and then can go in a drawdown and lose quite a lot of pips. Let's have a look here. We have Premium Signal GBP AUD. We managed to gain 7,428 pips in the past 12 months. I will have a look at the performance. This is the performance in the last 30 days. Let's have a look at the 6 months performance. We have 7,428 pips in the last 6 months. The strategy was released in October, so no need to check the 12 months history because the strategy wasn't released 12 months ago. So in the past 6 months, the amount of pips we gained is very good, 7,428 pips. Let's have a look at the maximum drawdown. We see that we have 11,000 and almost 700 pips drawdown. The ratio profits to losses is above 1, which means that the strategy is profitable, and we see this by the total pips gained. But you also see that the maxDD is quite high. So this type of strategy have a look at the trades also. We have 300 trades here. And when we go back to the custom filter, you will see that with other strategies like ThirdBrain, Jupiter, Tor, Exotic FX, we don't have so many trades closed in 6 months. So this one is very powerful strategy that can bring you a lot of profit. You can definitely use it in short term when the strategy is gaining pips. As we can see here, this is the beginning of November. The strategy reached 14,366 pips, and this is in 1 month. So in 1 month, some of you probably gained $14,000 or even more depending on the lot size. We see here a small period of drawdown where we lost a little bit of pips and we started to gain again. So it is worth having this strategy in short term. You can use it for 2-3 weeks, for 1 month, while the strategy curve is rising and you see that the strategy is gaining a lot of pips. You can definitely use it and it can be very, very profitable, but you have to keep an eye on it. You cannot leave it like the long-term strategies for 6 or for 12 months because you don't know what will happen. So this strategy will definitely suit traders that prefer short-term trading. Definitely very powerful strategy that can bring you a lot of money. I also mentioned Morning Bull, and you can see that the amount of pips gained is similar, 7,528 pips. Again, have a look at the total trades closed, 668. So these strategies, Morning Bull, Premium Signal, Evening Bear, have a look at Evening Bear trades, 1,415 pips. Indeed, these strategies are very powerful, and by closing so many pips, of course, they can bring you a big profit when you're using them at the right time. This is why you have to consider your balance, the lot size you're trading with, and to keep an eye on the strategies, especially the strategies I'm talking about now, to keep an eye on the portfolio closely, and when you see change the direction, to either remove or deactivate the strategy from your portfolio. So from strategies that are gaining 7, 8 to 14,000 pips in 1 month, we will move to the other end. We'll talk now about strategies that are gaining around 6, 7, 800, 1,000 pips in 6 to 12 months. Strategies that have average amount of pips gained around 15 to 20, but strategies that have almost 100% winning rate, which means even though they gain small amount of pips per trade, they are more or less 100% successful. This is another type of trading, and we will sort the criteria now in order to present you the results with some of these strategies. We will need to add percentages win because this is what we are interested in. And I will click View. If you try to add too many criteria from the custom filter, you might not be able to see all the results. As it is with me at the moment, I cannot add more than 2 criteria because of the screen resolution. So if you have the same problem, just remove the text from the other criteria and just leave percentages win and strategy name. Click View and then Find. Of course, we have the strategies again in the results sorted by T-score, but we're not interested in the T-score, we are interested in the percentages win. So what we'll do, we will add this criteria to our custom filter. Now I will click Tap Percentages Win, and we will see the results according to the percentages win. What we see here is WForex with USD Swiss franc. As we see, we have 95% winning rate, which is very good, very good. I will click on the strategy name, statistics. These are the results for the last 30 days. I will choose 6 months. In the past 6 months, actually the strategy has been 96% successful, which is very good. Let's have a look at the strategy trade history. As we see, we only had one negative trade in the past 6 months, only one. This is why the strategy has been so successful. Only one negative trade. All the other trades have been positive, bringing you pips and, of course, dollars. As we see, the average amount of pips gained per trade is not very high, 22 pips, which means that if you are trading with lot size 1 or lot size 5, you're not going to have such a big profit because of the small amount of pips gained per trade. But considering the very high winning rate, 96%, only one negative position closed in the past 6 months, you can definitely afford to trade a strategy like this one with higher lot size, with bigger percentages risk. I will close this strategy card and have a look at some others. Honor Canadian GPY is the next one in the list. Again, with pretty much the same percentages win, 94 in the past 12 months, which is very good. In 12 months, we have 94% of winning rate. This is a very long period of time. As you know, the market is changing not every day, every minute, every hour, and such a stable performance in 12 months, it's definitely worth trading and having this in our portfolio. When we have a performance like this in such a long period of time, we can afford to trade with higher lot size. Of course, you have to consider what is your balance. You cannot have a balance of $1,000 and start trading Honor Canadian GPY with lot size 50. Of course, you have to consider your balance, the results with the particular strategy you are thinking to add, to consider the max DD also, to consider the fact that the strategy might close 1 or 2 negative positions. So you have to check everything in details, but this type of strategies sometimes, even most of the times, could be very, very profitable. Of course, some people might call this lottery. This is why I was showing you the results with some stable long-term strategies, more predictable, where you are gaining a lot of pips and you don't need to trade with such a high lot size. You can trade with lot size 5, 10, 13, and you will have quite reasonable, even good profit in 6 to 12 months. With this one, you can also have really good profit in 6 to 12 months, but of course, you have to trade with big lot size. The higher your balance is, you can afford to trade with higher lot size, and of course, you have bigger profit with strategies like Honor and WForex. Both strategies are available with quite a lot of currency pairs in the custom filter, in the MetaTrader custom filter. So you can review the performance in the last 12 or in the last 6 months. We'll click 6 months, might be better to have a clear view of the situation in shorter period of time. Of course, again, we will click on winning rate. It will probably take time. So when you click on winning rate, you will see, I believe, the first 2 free places taken again by WForex and Honor because of the very high percentages win. If you have 96% winning rate in the past 12 months, it's normal to have pretty much the same in the past 6 months as well. What we will do next, we will review the performance of our expert advisors in the past 7 days. I will have to enter the platform again. It will take me a few seconds, it's not a problem. We will quickly review now the best expert advisors for the past week, and we will also add one of them to our portfolio. As you know, we are using this practice account as a test station. It's not real account. You're not trading with real money. We're trading with virtual money. Click on strategies, custom filter, then time frame 7 days. Of course, again, the results are sorted by T-score. This is how we always see the results, no matter what criteria we add or remove, whether we sort the strategies by winning rate and currency pairs or by max DD and total pips gain. We always see the results by T-score. Of course, all the traders and we as a signal provider, we are interested in the amount of pips gained. At the end of the day, the pips are equal to dollars, and this is the main reason for trading, gaining money. Chameleon is one of the strategies we don't mention very often. We see the expert advisor here with currency pair USD Danish krona. It managed to gain nearly 1,600 pips in the past week, which is very good amount of pips gained in 5 days actually, because Saturday and Sunday the market is closed. So the profit was gained in the past 5 days. The max DD is not so high. The next one in the rank list is Exotic FX with Audi USD, which has been 100% successful. And again, the total pips gained are reasonable. Actually, the amount of pips is satisfying, 1,265. And when we scroll down, we see that all the expert advisors that ThirdBrain provide have been 100% successful without any losses. Let's have a look at the situation. The results from 8 to 14, the same. Almost 98% of the results, 0 max DD, and pretty much good amount of pips gained, considering the fact that it's only in 5 days of trading. So we will click on history in order to see how our strategies did during the last week. I mean the strategies that we added in our portfolio last Friday. I will choose time frame from last Friday until today, and I will choose the results, the total profit loss, to be displayed by strategy and symbol. And we see that we have premium signal with positive results. We will keep it in our portfolio. Master Brain also have been profitable in the past week, so we will definitely keep it. We will remove Fulusho, Swedish krona, and we will also remove Glimpsy. It already has been deactivated like Tor GBP/GPY, but we will remove it from the portfolio, from the list, just to have a clear view which strategies we have now. So we have Jupiter GBP/GPY. We don't have any positions closed with this expert advisor, but we will leave it because it's a long-term stable strategy and it could be a balance between Premium Signal and Master Brain FX. We will add the strategy with best performance. Let's have a look on the first page. The most successful is Chameleon, so we will add it to our portfolio, and we will not add any more strategies because our exposure is already 1 to 20, and this is what we always try to do, to keep the exposure around 1 to 20, 1 to 25. We prefer a classical way of trading, even going more to conservative trading. We don't advise people and we don't like advertising this time of gambling or lottery trading. So the exposure is 1 to 21, which is brilliant, and we have 4 expert advisors with very good profitable performance. We'll keep the portfolio like this until next Friday, and next Friday we will see which was the most successful strategy, most profitable, and we will remove the strategies with negative performance. This is actually what we're doing, changing the strategies every Friday. This is what could be called active way of trading, with strategies for a very short period of time and then changing the strategies, using again the strategies with best performance in the past 7 or 14 or 30 days. But we don't advise our clients, existing future clients, to do this type of trading because there is no guarantee that this active type of trading is profitable. The types of trading I was talking about at the beginning, I believe, are far more profitable, using long-term strategies for 6 to 12 months or using some strategies, powerful strategies, more aggressive, I would say, for a very short period of time, 3-4 weeks, until the strategy curve of these strategies is rising, or using strategies with very high percentage winning rate and big lot size. These are some of the options, but we don't advise you to use this active type of trading. So if you have some questions now, I will be more than happy to answer all of you. You can also type your questions. If you don't have any questions, I will invite you to join our weekly webinar next Friday, the same time, 12 o'clock GMT +2. And I will wish you from me and ThirdBrain FX all very best and have a very, very profitable week. We will hope to join us next Friday, the same time.